Hello, we're back. We're back now, and I'm here to flipping. Right, we're back now. We are about ready to get started with our Ninja 5 normal mode run, which should last an estimate of 40 minutes. I hope you enjoy watching Zeikier and his teacher Alpha 5 talk through the game and try and make me a bit more knowledgeable on how the game should work. It should be really fun, and I hope you guys enjoy. Let's get started then, shall we?
Hey there, folks. Zeikier here, and I'll be running Ninja 5 he, him pronouns, and with my teacher, Alpha 5.
Hi, how's it going? I'm Alpha 5. I've been submitting this game to Speedromizer since Speedromizer 3, and this is the first time someone has bothered to finish learning the game, so I'm very excited to finally see it.
You're the first person to actually fully play through this game with Alpha 5.
Yeah.
Seriously?
That was an extra motivator to get this going. So, I guess if y'all are ready to go, we can get this going, and okay. Ready to roll?
Did you do a countdown?
Oh yeah, in 3, 2, 1, ninja.
Go. Nice, let's go. Alright. I'm relatively new to this game, so can you guys do an explanation of it for me?
Oh, yeah, so let me give you the plot. You're a ninja cop named Joe Otsugi, and terrorists have kidnapped the president. That is the end of the plot of this video game.
Okay, cool.
So, the goal of this game is we're basically going to be going around, collecting keys and saving hostages. We have to liberating the hostages from the location that they are currently. That's an important way to phrase that. But, we are going to be, doing that in all the stages, getting the red key and getting out. Occasionally, we're going to be picking up these power-ups. As you see, the ninja is now pink. It makes it stronger than blue. It now throws fireballs. Each fireball does 2 pips of damage, which is important. And then we'll be picking up a third one, which will turn us into Black Ninja, and Black Ninja shoots laser beams, as ninjas are known to do. We're gonna be going through and, just slashing people. As you can see, Black Ninja just save that guy off screen. Black Ninja very strong. Lasers piercing, it does 6 damage. Your standing sword slash does 4 damage. Your jumping sword slash does 6 damage. So there's a lot of different ways to move. You can see that bar on the top. That's filling up. We're going to see the use of that pretty soon. But that does 2 things if you press A and B together as we go through the second stage. This is banked. There's not really a lot going on. You're going to be able to turn invulnerable, or you're going to be able to use your ninja power and kill everything on the screen, which is very good sometimes. Other times we really want that invuln because if you get hit, you lose your power-up state right here. We're going to see the usage of... You normally have to go through this whole room to get to that guy, but ninja power simplifies that greatly.
I take it the green attack is basically just like a really powerful charge attack. Yeah,
but you can also burn any amount of bar as long as it's not full, and you are invulnerable with your ninja power. That was close. Cool. That was close. The laser beam. Okay, yeah. So as we've seen, we've liberated that hostage from being a hostage. They are now dead, which is better than being a hostage. So they have been rescued. Now this is normal mode, so we did take half our health bar in damage.
Yeah, if you kill your hostage while Joe's health is too low, he will die of cringe, and you have to restart the level.
I kind of want to see it once, just because, not right now. Just do it when it's really easy to do. He has a mental breakdown. Actually, we probably will see it in another level, just because it's very easy to do accidentally.
Our guy Joe has a real flipping savior complex, and if he fucks up, he just feels so guilty. He just kind of not kills himself, but basically dies of guilt.
He becomes useless.
He sounds like a pansy.
Yeah, there's a lot of movement in this game. The grappling is the big one. Grappling goes really, really, really fast.
I noticed.
There's also sliding, and you can do slide slash cancels and all sorts of stuff. We want to be grappling or sliding basically at all times if we're walking. But anyway, we have Kabuki Quantum Fighter. He's a Kabuki guy. And this is, we're going to see a big use of the invuln if we just can swing up there. And that's unfortunate. But this guy does like getting slashed in the face a bunch. And really, this is if we had the lasers, we get a quick kill on him up there. Basically, just take him out in one cycle.
Yeah.
But the sword backup isn't too bad. We can also get a ground cancel on the sword to just re-swing and then just, swing around, practice the movements. But yeah, grapple fast, sliding, good. Now this stage, we've mostly been dealing with bank robbing terrorists that have helped kidnap the president. But now we're dealing with the president's on a plane, by the way. If you notice, the third stage, which we can select at any point, is called airport. But the president's on that plane. Just to be clear, this is just other Ninja Cop duties we're doing. This is Harbor. This is by far the hardest section of the early game. In terms of everybody I've asked who's ranked this, between the reason I learned this game was Blecky, and the other person who's run this game at GDQ, Justifen. I learned this game the same time as JD, this is the second hardest segment of the game. There is just a lot of stuff and frogs, which we can talk about later, but there's also a lot of ninjas. However, very fortunately for us, as is codified by the inverse law of ninjutsu, that a ninja's strength is directly proportional to how many other ninjas there are at any given point. We will always be stronger than all of these ninjas. So, that's also important to know. I had to work in one Dr. McNinja quote. But yeah, this is Harbor 1. And it's going pretty good. How you feeling there, Zeikier?
I'm feeling good. One thing I learned while watching this I'm sorry, what?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say Okay, fine. One thing I learned doing this run is that you really get to appreciate how far the horizontality of your jump gets you in this. And as you saw in that room with the leading to the final key, is that you can that is the maximum horizontal range of your jump, and that's a perfect way to just gauge how you're supposed to jump.
Yeah, I would say that you use literally all of your movement in this game, and it's one of the reasons it feels so good to execute, because there isn't a single mechanic that you're actively ignoring ever. You are using all of it. This is an invuln. You can elect to use this a little bit later, but this is a really good way to just sort of get through that whole segment. We're going to be actually doing a couple sequence work. That was clean. That was a very good room. Now, these are the frogs. The frogs are the only enemy in the game that you can't, predict. Every other enemy starts their AI basically as you first encounter them in a room. The frogs just jump when they want to. And they suck. Now, there's another mechanic to this, is that the sword slash will never kill a hostage. It will always liberate them from their captors, because you're a good ninja, not a bad ninja. And yeah, so the frog's the worst enemy in this game. They are here, and yeah,
getting a little backup power.
Yeah, the backup power.
They're just the pure annoyance, basically.
They are, but the biggest issue there is because a Game Boy game, and horizontal scrolling vertical scrolling isn't exactly the strong point of this.
Oh, yeah,
but,
that sounds.
You do not know where they are when they are on the ground, and that is a big problem. And get some. I just love the momentum. That's always cool. Going through doors makes you invincible. So those frogs right there, you're kind of hoping they just stay in that bottom corner, and don't do anything. Oh, okay, this room is being so cool.
Yeah.
That guy is so in the wrong place.
Yeah, my controllers are portraying me. How many more points do you have? Okay, we're good.
So they have there's another thing that you can do with the laser, very particularly. It's kind of tricky in that room because the way you have to grapple up to it is you throw out a laser and then that will auto-cancel onto the ground. So you throw out a second laser. Might be most of the things that's useful for. There's a couple more places that's kind of useful. But yeah, so we've gotten through that room. Everything is great.
Okay, so 1-3, when I played this casually, was where this game bared its teeth. It is a long level. This game bears a second layer of teeth, and is even longer, and, we were talking about this, and like a lot of people like this level for the cycle. Like a lot of the runners like this level for the cycles. I hate it when I'm trying to be cool because you have so many cycles to beat, and if you miss them, it is such a nightmare. Like redoing that, but it's fine. But it's just like, dang.
Yeah, if you do this level optimally, it feels so good.
Oh yeah, it's butter, but like, dang.
It's like one of those levels that once you do it right, it's just like so satisfying with them when you do,
like,
but when you do it, but when it isn't acting in your favor, it's just misery.
This room in particular is, if you get this perfectly, it's so good.
Oh, I won't be, but you know.
So far, this looked like most of what I've seen so far of this.
You say that, but that was a near perfect room. The only thing you didn't do was the slide off the box onto the platform at the end. That was very good.
Yeah,
that's what I was about to say, because this whole, like, so far what I've seen of this game has been very smooth. I think this has been this has gone quite well so far.
Yeah, so we picked up that power earlier just to deal with those. The look down strat, so you can extend the screen, that's pretty good. I'm not sure if that's faster. I just know that nobody had done that. It might be, but you also have to take the time to look down, which does take time. So this is a room. We're just gonna kill this guy kind of for safety. He takes 2 laser beams. He's gonna drop a safety power up, but then we also don't have to worry about him like tagging us in the end, and to grab like literally the smallest amount of invulnerability here to get behind this guy and just do 2 splashes. And we hit 100, so that's the first time that's come into health, and that is one of the reasons that at least I originally had like tried to change the level routing around when I was doing this. But if you play Bank, then Harbor, then Airport, it always works out that you'll end Harbor with 100,000 like points, and every 50,000 points you refill your health, which when you play the levels in order hits really at very opportune times. So we have the laser kill here, yeah, so laser just does a bunch of damage up front, and he's gonna jump back on the frog, and we're just gonna knock him around and just hit him with the sword. Spinning slashes do the same as
basically
the laser.
Just bullying this guy.
Yeah, this is the easiest boss in the entire game. Actually, it depends on how you do the third boss. But this is one of the easiest bosses to, like, you won't die to this boss. You might die to the third boss, but that's for completely unrelated reasons. But we're going on to Airport. Airport is very cozy compared to what just happened, so it's nice to have a break. As we are doing a big swing up here to skip a bunch of rooms. And we'll get there.
Airport was probably my favorite level of my original playthrough, just because it felt so much cleaner than Harbor. Like that room in Harbor, that was the first time I was playing this game where I was like beside myself. Like I was like, what am I getting myself into? What is this? How is this game going to be speed ran constant?
There we go. We have a cringe attack.
Dies of cringe.
All right, so you do that. Do you normally go down and through that instead of just going across the top and falling back down?
Normally I go across the top, like, hey, rude. I go across the top, hop the spikes, and do the dangly bits room, and then I go back down. But I was kind of getting sloppy.
Yeah. Okay. I was curious. I'm like, did you like just change the route? Because sometimes your power will line up better, and if you don't need ninja power for a while, it's good. Like the route that I would normally take would come back here from the other side. Like I'll go into the blue room, or at least maybe I'm misremembering. It's been a while since I've actually run this game. But Airport is cozy. These guys are rude. You can get a cool swing here, but it's hard. But
oh, I'm so. I was worried about that.
That was so clean.
No! Oh!
And then he had a cringe attack.
Oh, the thing about this game is that even though the movements are like astoundingly immaculate for a GBA game, every now and then like Joe will not cooperate, and that's one of the reasons why. Oh, do you see that? Okay, so the enemy AI is kind of insanely smart. They will shoot you from 8 directions. They will throw knives at you. They will crouch to stab you. They are extremely well behaved and temperamental.
Yeah, but once they're active, they're can
extremely
see
intelligent.
Everything.
Oh yeah, it's insane. But like one of the reasons the grapple cancel is so important is that Joe's time in crouching, like, interrupts his ability to do things like ninjutsu and stuff, because, like, it's just, like, the animations don't like to overlap. That's what I forgot to do. I forgot to do that second slide.
Yeah, the jump miss meant you were going to kill the guy no matter what. We
yeah,
have some invuln here, and you should be okay. Should. Okay.
Luckily, the dynamite guys are the only guys that are, like, not too threatening no matter what they do, just because their attacks are so delayed.
Yeah. They're just like that slow that they're not really much of a threat at all.
Yeah, now this room, it's like, it looks like it's really scary, but we can skip, like, going through this entire room by just ninja invuln. And as you can see, the amount of health we have here doesn't really matter, because you get a bonus at the end of the stage. It is bigger depending on how many hostages you have saved. However, it's usually pretty consistent with what you'll have being done, because you can only kill realistically one ninja per level, and so full health. So it doesn't matter what we were doing, just because of the amount of bonus points we should have at the end of Harbor. If we didn't kill that one hostage earlier, like, we would have had more. This is probably the most difficult airport level, in my opinion, to execute 100% cleanly, because there are some big swings to skip some stuff. Going for a little bit of a just comfort stride, that room can be done in a couple ways. A lot of runners like to go to the right and spawn a ninja, because we're gonna have to go back there a couple times, and it's, if you know, there's a lot of hostages to save here. Now we're just grappling around, and then nice double slash there. That's that's like 3. You have like 3 pixels of leeway to, like, actually hit that guy. This room is rude. The ninjas can jump. If they jump, it's bad.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah. So I could spend some time talking about the difficulty differences, because we're just going back to this room. So easy. The final stage is airport. And nice and clean. And it has the keys in different places. If you could see on Harbor, there were a bunch of frogs, like, jumping around the bottom. That's where the red key is there. In this room, the red key is through this ridiculously long, like, sliding section across the bottom of the big room, and it's stupid and just unfun to do. Whereas this is a lot cooler. And then in hard mode, everything just hurts and you die. So there's a really big swing you can do here, and it was like half of it.
That's a bootleg swing.
Yeah, that's a good swing. You can do it from a raw jump on the left-hand side, but it's hard. We still have a couple hostages to save. We have max power, so that's good. There's a backup power over there in the corner. Want to make sure we go through all of this nice and clean. And the double kill, nice, and we're out.
Nice one. That was really clean. That.
Oh yeah, that's the cleanest I've ever gotten.
Like, the movement speed on that was just immaculate.
No, you're going as fast as possible, and just like we're at like 16 minutes. Just for context, like, the records for this game are insanely good runs by, like, the 2 best who play this are Just Defend and Plucky. The record is like 24 minutes, and it's so unbelievably hard to imagine getting that time down.
Yeah,
like,
for
go on.
For context, it took me 7.5 hours to beat this game on my first casual run.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, how am I cutting this down to 40 minutes? Is there a skip? And it's like, oh, there's no skips. You're just you're just going.
You just get better.
Yeah, there's 2 skips in the hardest level, and you're doing a couple skips in airport. They're nice, but yeah, just this game is pure execution and skill issue. There are ways to do this room faster and hit that cycle. They are really, really tight grapple movement. I would not go for them ever. Ooh, that was good.
Yeah, that dodge is really
tough.
It's
all about precise movement, isn't it?
This is hard.
Yeah, if you've played Kid Chameleon, shoutouts to Peaches and Wax, there's a lot of minutia to the physics in that game you don't realize until you're trying to run it. And I tried to run it, and that's a humbling experience. Like, I played that game as a kid, but nothing but respect to the runners of Kid Chameleon for how precise you have to be with that game. Yep. Oh, not cool.
That's fine. You still have that backup in that one room you can go grab. And the last ninja drops a backup, yeah. So there's a lot of ways to know backups. There are a ton of backup strats, one of which I had forgotten to send Zeikier the video of because there's a couple of records of video evidence of it, but hopefully we'll have to see that one because the quick kill on that boss is really cool.
Yeah.
But we really want to beat Ninja level 3 for the boss coming up because it greatly simplifies one of the phases. Because this is a this is a fun boss in my opinion. And the other thing to note is when you die, you do basically come back with the stats you had when you started the level. So that's kind of nice. Very particularly this boss.
Okay, real important, real quick. We gotta watch. Coming up. The animation's so cool. Anyway.
That is pretty cool.
So this is as you can see, there's 2 health bars on the screen. Don't kill the hostage by accident. Which is why you really do want the laser. And then just one more spin, and that's a very good fight. If you kill that hostage, that's where the most likely chance of having a mental breakdown was. And, you know, this is the plane. This plane is in the air. It took off. The president was on it. The president was somewhere on it. Like, it doesn't really matter. But anyway, now that we've saved the president, we've tracked down the ninjas to the secret base. There's like a little cutscene that plays there that says that. Anyway, this is by far the hardest section of the entire game. The caves are on our way to the secret base, and this is this is like my favorite skip. You just kind of line yourself up, get a big swing. There's sort of a visual cue. You want to look where you can barely just not see the 3rd rung. Like there's a phantom chain in your grapple, and this will skip going through this whole room, and it's going to look really cool because doing this for like 2 minutes is still faster.
Yeah. Basically, anything is faster than actually going through the room itself.
Well, the room is also incredibly dangerous too. I tried to see because I was worried.
Nice.
Yeah, and so we're up there. We kill that. Now we do still need to enter the first part of this because we gotta kill this guy right here because he's got a blue key for us. And we need that blue key to go open this next door. So, in a way, the first couple stages in caves are very easy because there is something lacking compared to every other stage in this game. You notice when you start a new segment, you're always going to be blue ninja. And yeah, grabbing the health, that's smart. There are no ninja power like pickups for the entirety of caves until the 3rd area, basically. So
pretty much you just stuck as basic ninja.
Yeah, so you, which is fine because that means if you take hits, while not ideal because your health bar carries over a little bit, you get some health back based on, like, you know, hostages save and stuff like that. It means that we don't really have to worry about trying to go as unbelievably fast as possible, and yeah, we can just slide past that guy.
Oh, does he have a key? No, wait, no,
no, it's this guy down here in the bottom left-hand corner.
If that bat killed me, I swear.
It's like I think with like your health, I would have like grappled up and just thrown shurikens at the spider. Oh, there's a good way to get around that guy because fastest is to go over him, but if he like locks onto you, that would have been a ton of time loss. Yeah, this is another stage filled with skips.
Yeah, those flame guys are dangerous. They are one of the most powerful enemies in the game, and not fun.
Yeah, so not supposed to do that. We're supposed to go through an extremely convoluted thing and come around from the other side and fall back down to that blue key door. But instead, instead do that. But yeah, I don't know if resetting that room was unintentional or not, but it is a good idea.
I accidentally cascaded errors in trying. Like I messed this jump up, then I messed the dismount up, and then I accidentally shut the door on myself.
Yeah,
Anyway.
but the one thing you did do was you turned off the flamethrower guy's AI, because again, he won't start up again until he sees you, and he will shoot you again. You need the yellow key. Yeah, so those are tighter than they look because the hitboxes at the bottom of those platforms, they're covered with spikes. They're rude.
Yeah. They look like they could be brutal if you're not paying much attention.
Yeah, so you see that door with enough arrow there, we're never gonna go in that door. That room sucks. Then this spider, there's a fast way to do this, there's a safe way to do this, and we're just gonna... we'll do neither. We'll just take the damage and go through. So this room, okay, yeah, you're using this. This is definitely the faster and safer strat version of this. Let's just grab this. It doesn't really take much to get there, and it just makes this part, because you have these two big ninja guys, and they take a long time to kill. And we want them both dead, because if you see, there's our first ninja power. We can grab that, is either delay the pick or grab it here. Yeah. Yeah, so get up here. Those guys down there suck a lot. They, as you can see, yeah. Yeah, you have to start your slash like at a really awkward time. There's thankfully 2 health pickups. Yeah, so we're coming out of that door instead of going through the other way. There's 2 health pickups here, which will make us nice and safe. We don't need that power-up that we lost, because again, normally if you're not going for just something safe because that room hurts,
yeah,
then you would be you'd be skipping that kill anyway. Just take that guy out. I mean, just kill him anyway. He's in the way.
Yeah, I was like going, man, you could actually just go forward into the line right now if you wanted to.
Yep, and then you can go fast and sling down there. I have, in fact, lost runs to jumping down, doing the fast grapple strat there, and landing on the spikes. So this level is tense. We want to end
an awful lot of bottomless pits.
Yeah, well, there's no bottomless pits in this game, thankfully, but spikes still hurt. Yeah, I don't want to. This game is good. Go buy the Switch version of it on the basis that a loose GBA cart, the last time I checked, was $400. So I bought the collector's edition. So, which is this was a I would own a GBA cart if it wasn't for the fact that it is insanely priced.
It's a very rare game, then.
Yeah, they didn't sell a lot, and I mean, I can't even say it's not like the longest game, because like my blind playthrough this was, I think, an hour and a half, because I already played through like very similar games. Like Zeikier, you've told me that your speedrunning background is mostly menu-based games, not movement-based games. So it's like a very different skill set. Whereas in this room, you have a different strategy than like most people go for. They'll go through the top path first to just deal with it differently because they drop down into the other rooms. But you go across the top, grab the power, and laser down the snakes. And I think this next part is extremely tense.
Oh, damn it!
Because of all like the hidden, it's because of all the hidden ninjas.
Yeah,
walls.
They come out of the woodworks, and you can get through there without invuln. It's nice if you can. You especially want to keep your level 3 power, but not happening. And then we just have one more room before moving on to Bat Guy, which, you know, another Dr. Ninja quote, what would Batman do? And, hey, you got that video of that backup kill I told you about? It'll be fine.
Oh, yeah. Unless the flamethrower guys do a mercy kill and we can just, like, you know, do it from through from the top. Oh, jeez.
Oh, yeah. So, we're going to be attempting to do LK strats here, which is a sword kill on this, which was discovered by Japanese runner LK, and we discovered during, we were literally racing this game on Hotfix for something called Speedruns Live Season 2. And he just did the strat where you can hit this boss who summons bats the entire time. Bats are like the second worst enemy. If you time it right, you can just hit the guy through the platform, and it's pretty great. So it's a tough timing, but like the rest of this room is like spikes everywhere.
Oh.
And there we go. There's a hit. And this is just so safe and free of a backup strategy that it made a lot of people enjoy the run more, because otherwise this room is an absolute disaster and a half. The kill with the laser, you want to wedge yourself up in the top corner, just kind of throw laser beams at him. But anyway, so we're through caves, and we're moving on to the hardest by far section of the game.
Time for the level that made me beside myself with what am I doing? Because, yeah, 5-1 is easily the worst level of casual play, because those lasers, half your health. They are the cringe lasers.
Yeah, there's no more hostages, it's just death and pain.
Huh, that guy didn't spawn.
Yeah, the other guy didn't spawn. I have seen that before. But, so... there's a lot going on here. There's so many laser cycles, like resetting to line up your lasers. This is like a little bit of a safety strat, just to make sure that that dude doesn't get up and shoot his gun, because it gets really annoying. We don't care about ninja power here. We just care about not dying. And we're going.
It's all about surviving at this point.
Yeah. And,
what happened? Did did the robot shoot me? Was that it?
The robot like hit your toe, and I was like, I'm looking at that, I'm like, I'm not sure your invuln was gonna last through the laser. But yes, this is the level where we're actually damage boosting. We are deliberately bonking into those guys, because that doesn't like do any damage, just to get past this stuff. It skips laser cycles, and it just makes things all the more consistent. Yeah, definitely want to take a hit off the guys rather than the lasers. And yeah, there's the red guy. He's supposed to be there.
Yeah, what was he doing? He's on a smoke break.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just having a ciggy break.
Yeah, just wait for that. It's not
worth it.
This is the most stressful level in the entire game, because it is short, but it is so easy to die here.
It doesn't look. It looks like not different. It looks pretty stressful.
Extremely, yeah.
There are a lot of games where if you watch a speed run of it, like you're like not 100% sure, like how hard would this game be to run? I don't think this game makes you think that it's going to be easy to run.
Yeah, this is a Konami game. This is Old Testament Konami. Like it is.
Yeah, this is when
rough.
Konami was. This was back when Konami was like one of the most brutal game companies out there.
Hi, what's happening? Oh yes, a quick shout out. I think the sound that the ninjas make when they die is from, they also use it in Brave Fencer Musashi when he gets hit, but anyway.
That's very possible. I can't believe that robot shot you. Like, you're just supposed to be able to safely slide on him, so like... Yeah, getting on top of him is a really tight cycle. And the fact that he got shot was really rude. This level is much cozier, because you can
well, I say that, and I've died more in this level than I have 5-1, but anyway.
Yeah, it's because it's understandable, like, this is the impatience level.
Here's the thing, though, what I find quite funny, sometimes when you say something's really hard, you can do it first, like, in a couple of tries. But then when you say something, it's not as bad, and you go, oh shit, I'm really struggling with this now.
Because you practiced the easy part. You didn't practice the easy part, you practiced the thing that's killing you.
Exactly.
So invuln here, because that makes that much faster rather than like knowing
nice
when the laser cycles are.
That was very smooth.
We have
that's why I killed a few extra guys.
Yeah, and then we can kill this guy. We can skip the yellow guy, but yeah, I would have thrown that slash out. That's scary.
I just in case. Ooh.
And we're moving on to the final boss. You can get double hits. So this is the villain. He was fake before, now he's real. We have some health pickups just in case, but you want to sort of spin under him, or slide under him, and then while he's turning around, every time you hit him, he's going to teleport away and then do something you didn't want him to do. But you can kind of get 2 hits in if you time it right. And then thankfully, the dragon patterns are consistent. Like, they're based on health threshold. So you know what they're coming. So if he's doing up, they're coming there, and then the down. So you kind of always know where to stand.
Nice.
And then
I didn't even.
yeah.
Right, go on.
Oh no, we're cooking now because you can just use your ninja power and finish the fight.
Full Howie scream.
I just find it quite interesting that this game is like, this is it, right? This is the end.
Well,
isn't it?
not quite. So anyway, the reason why we had to go to the ninja base is that the ninjas stole nukes, and they're launching nukes, and the only way to get to that, there's no music in this stage. After like absolute bangers, they just give you a countdown timer, things that do half your health non-stop, and no music. But we have to, we have to get to the computer. It's very important. And that's it. The end of the game will come when the score screen appears at the end of the level, not when it dies. This has been a very good run.
It's been very clean. I was surprised. Like, I thought I was not expecting it to be over so soon.
Yeah, but I mean, we've also been going for like 30 minutes. This is a 40-minute estimate, so
That's what I mean. Like,
spin slash. It's blowing up, and almost time. Almost. And that's time.
yeah,
Easy peasy.
I wasn't expecting it to. Like, what I meant was like it didn't feel like 40. It didn't feel like nearly 40 minutes.
Yeah, it's an action-packed, crazy run. It's so good.
It is.
There's too much to talk about, and there's a lot to focus on.
Yeah, ninjas, nukes, and the president. Ah, yeah, this is starting to make sense now.
Anyway, that's San Francisco in the background.
It sounds very, like, best way to put it is it sounds very Japanese in how they think. Like flipping Japanese thinking what America is like.
Yeah, it's like I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be San Francisco. Ignore the Empire State looking building over there in the corner.
But yeah, I love the third boss because it's like a culmination of the hostage mechanic and the ninja mechanic. And every time I got to a new thing, I was like, oh god, more levels. Oh god, more levels. Is this over? But it's like, the big thing of this game is you must not fear it. Fear's the mind killer, but like, when you know that, like, the run just becomes easy, but it's still it's a lot to do. So it's like, I'm glad I motivated myself to learn this. It might be on my list of games I might speedrun officially now.
Yeah, I wanted to pick this game up again for a while. It's such a good game.
Well, considering how fast you were and areas that you can improve upon, I think you could get like. Did you do a live split of this?
Not when I was practicing. I just like, for a while I did a lot of segmented runs just to make sure I got each level down and then put them all together. But like, I was doing most of it off screen. I had the timer on sorta, but I just wanted to like focus on like how to do run recoveries and all that. I never really like did an official stream before this, just so I didn't have the pressure of like other things. Just wanted to like, like, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, your vibing got you at 34:19, so that's pretty
very
good.
Nice. That's a good.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, if you did that level, like if you didn't like to have as many deaths as you did into the late, the airport level and all that, I would have said that you could have easily got like at least a solid half an hour, maybe even below 30x.
Yeah,
maybe.
World record's like 25 minutes or 24 minutes
it's
or
like,
something. Like, Blecky's run is insane.
Yeah, like, I was seeing the stuff he was doing, like, I can't beat those cycles. I know not to fear, but like, let's just get the harbor room somewhat confidently. But it's like, I mean, hey, 7 hours off my last run, I'll take that. But But yeah, it was reassuring knowing that, like, as I was looking at the timer, I did have life split a couple times, like, knowing that each level is, like, basically a minute, that made it a lot more relieving to, okay, I can do 40 minutes, easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a game that, like, I knew people could learn it, because the challenge for, like, when I had to do this, when I learned this game was, we had to learn this game in a week. And I'm like, well, you got 90 days, you can probably figure it out, like, someone can do this.
Yeah, like, and when and when you told me that this is the first time someone like would commit to like showing it, like not dropping it, I was like, okay, this is a motivation. Let's get this going.
Yeah, it's like you wanted to know about the game, and everybody else had dropped out for possibly like other reasons, or maybe they just hated this game. But this is a very, very fun game.
Yeah,
it's good.
Yeah, like I've been like hungry for knowing what other games the GBA had, because like that library is such a blank spot for me, like along with the N64, and like it's like, wait, this game existed, and it's like using all of the controller, the shoulder buttons. What is going on? It's nuts how they did this.
I'm gonna tell you right now, most of the GBA library it's not good, but
there you go.
There are a lot of hidden gems in there, but it's the rest of it's all licensed, you know, Disney games. So,
but if nothing else, this does get a re-release on the Switch, so it's not totally lost to time.
Yeah, it's out. It's been out for a couple months, and that'll be exciting. Hopefully, it works on Switch too. But yeah, Zeikier, do you have any shoutouts?
Shoutouts to the Speed Friends Discord. Shoutouts to Peaches and his Discord. Shout out to everyone who runs this game. Shout out to Blecky. He's not in the game anymore, but he did wish me luck. So shout outs to you, man. You're awesome, and your run helped me immensely. And thanks for Alpha to the teacher, and also everyone at the Speedromizer.
Yeah, and since I have a run later in this, I'll keep mine short, but there is an incentive that if you're worried about games going over estimate, if you'd like to force my game to go over estimate, please donate to watch all the cutscenes in Spider-Man. Because they're great, and they're 90s campy, and I really think everyone in the world kind of needs that right now. So just donate to make sure that we watch Spider-Man cutscenes, and we can hear J. Jonah Jameson, like, tear down Peter Parker for absolutely no reason other than doing his job.
Man wants to get paid in advance.
He needs more pictures of Spider-Man, all right? You can have two Spider-Man pointing at each other saying, hey, you're the guy who framed me, at the same time while pointing at each other. Which will cause me to lose a minute and a half, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah. Also, I will say one more thing on Airport 2, that big green wall. When I first played, I was like, oh, is that a secret area? That's cool. And then it winds up being the main path, and I'm like, oh, that's what this game is about. It's one of those games.
Yeah, there's a lot of rooms we did not go to. If you played this game as intended, it is way harder, especially if you try to do caves as intended. Caves 1, that area we skipped is a hellish spike-filled, spider-filled gauntlet.
Yeah, and apparently other difficulties change where the keys are, so that's fun.
Hard mode is rude.
Curious.
Very curious. We need to understand. Alright. You guys, so I guess I should plan for. Oh wait, a second. Yeah, you're doing a Spider-Man run later, right?
Yeah, next week on Saturday.
Damn, I wish I had your time. I have a flipping as well. I also have a run coming up, but that comes literally tomorrow. That's gonna be fun.
Good luck.
Thank you very much. Speaking of which, I'm probably gonna very soon get ready to go into the ad break for the next run, but I'm also going to throw in something. The game that I'm playing, Ghostland Yard, has a run as a incentive for it, which basically has me, Tara, and the other run it me, Kara, and Maeve, run through the first of the Apocalypse worlds in Ghostland Yard. So if any of you guys are interested in seeing us lose our minds over some harder versions of the first world of Ghostland Yard, then feel free to drop some money towards that. That would be really, really cool. I would make us scream in agony, so it might be funny for you guys in the process.
Let's make it
Silly
happen.
me. Yeah. I feel like that's it for now. Like, we'll be back in about 3 minutes to prepare for the speed, like any percent new. I think that's an any percent new game of Unsighted, ran by Illegally Sam and taught by Waffle.
All right.
So we'll be back in about 3 minutes. So if you so stick around until then, and I'll see you guys for that run.
Take it easy, y'all.
See you guys. Yeah. Right. Hello, this is my last run for today. This is my last run for today. I'll be overseeing. Legally Sam play through unsighted any percent. New game and unsighted any percent estimated 45 minutes. Should be a fun. Should be fun. Yeah, again, like these games, I'm not at all familiar with, apart from Halo 2, which I was a little bit familiar with. So you'll be getting to see someone with a brand new perspective of these games, playing them properly. So I hope you enjoy when we get to it. Also, remember we've got some. Let me just check some stuff to play. Okay, so we have an in. Oh, we've done that already. Never mind. Right. Cool. Hello, sorry about the delay there. We have got